A mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
14,
They go play action with Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuebu now. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Wilson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
The defensive coach is losing their mind on that play because they knew about it.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Wilson going to throw for it. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
There's the flash of Abdullah. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 more on that one and another first down. But give up the gut to Abdullah. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
A second down run for Abdullah. And he'll go down at the 28. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Trucks over him. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
First and goal, Raiders.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Jacobs. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have come back to make it a 2-point game.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Washington now brings this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They go play action now. Wilson. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Running right through him. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
12 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and 3.
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And you think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to next-gen stats. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Carr. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 8 yards.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Abdullah. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the delay, this is Abdullah. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Shotgun now for Carr. Being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 15. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback here. Right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for the Denver Broncos.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Uses this stiff arm. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 37-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he's got room. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jonathan Abram picks it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. It's a squib kick picked up near the 25. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. The final shot here before half for Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Up the middle, Abdullah. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Carr now to throw. A dump off for Abdullah. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. 20, 10, 5. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On 1st down, Carr. Touchdown! Davante Adams, 28 yards. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Carr will look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Washington now brings this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Throwing Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He completes it to Abdullah. He's got room at the 30. And some space here. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And the numbers on the next-gen stats, it always tells us the story. He tacked on better than 40 yards after the catch. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Washington now brings this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. 77 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Running from the gun, it's Abdullah. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They go with Abdullah again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Jacobs going to try the middle. And some room to roam now. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Now they'll throw with Carr. It's complete. Abdullah. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. A shotgun handoff. This is Abdullah. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run here. Abdullah. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Washington now brings this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Denver offense at the line ready to go. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Throwing now is Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Here's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Wilson to throw. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Now Wilson. That's out to the flat for Gordon. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Back to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And, the stadium clock says 0, but the one on your screen is the one that matters, and the officials say yes, it's a timeout with 1 second left to go and a field goal try forthcoming to potentially send us to overtime. And no, wide left. It's no good.